I'm hanging out with the winners right here, the backseat. What is going on? Look at you guys got all the gold.
I mean, this is just the start, but everything comes full circle for the Backseat Boys. Wrestling is now the Spanish announce team. You guys were the first to take a chance on the Backseat Boys, and now we solidified ourselves and closed the gap and broke the curse and became the first ever two-time Wrestling is Now Tag Team Champions.
That's right. Looking at the new Wrestling is Now Tag Team Champions, the new Spell Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and still the JCW Tag Team Champions. What more could we possibly fucking ask for? More gold and competition. That being said, this is the era of the Backseat Boys. Stay tuned for more.
We challenge anybody to pull up and challenge us for these belts because they ain't going nowhere. They're staying with us in the backseat. Whoop whoop, much clown love.
Thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations, the Backseat Boys. Chaco, what's going on with you and PJ? What's going on? Who taught you how to rap?
Well, I spent some time working at McDonald's, and part of like their training is like you gotta take the things and you gotta like fold them the right way, you gotta wrap them the right way. So like I didn't last very long, as you could tell. I just wasn't. It wasn't for me. Like it wasn't for me. It's not for everybody. I'm currently jobless outside professional wrestling, so I really hope that this takes off because the cardboard box like just isn't keeping me insulated at night anymore.
You need to put your priorities in.
You think I should go back to McDonald's?
No.
You think Ronald will take me back? Ronald.
Grimace.
Yeah. Well, Grimace is working with the Mets now. So do you think I could get a job with the Mets?
Probably
get a good job with
probably
the Mets?
be in the starting lineup for the Mets.
Starting line for the Mets? I'll take that.
I don't think that's gonna work.
You don't think that's why don't you think it's gonna work?
I don't think it's gonna work. Anyway. I'm hanging out with Bobby Fish. What a match we had tonight for that NYWC Championship. Your thoughts, sir?
I came up short, but it happens sometimes. There's always a winner, there's always a loser. But this won't be my last trip back up north, so we'll see what comes my way next.
Awesome. Let everybody know what you're selling to and where they can get this fabulous stuff.
BobbyFishApparel.com, t-shirts, 8x10s, all at BobbyFishApparel.com.
Plus, you have your own podcast. You want to plug that real quick?
We're calling it quits.
What?
Yeah, we're calling it quits. Might be doing something different, but we'll see.
All right. Thank you, Bobby, for a moment of your time.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take kale?
Dude, goodbye. Whipwreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
Darko is now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
The show is called The Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of...
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and tonight I have a very special guest who might just have her first podcast appearance anywhere. So let me bring her up. The one, the only Rosa Azulita. Hi.
Hi.
Is this your first podcast?
It is, in fact. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you coming on. Let's start off with
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. Thank you. Let's start off with how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
I actually got into professional wrestling because of my mom. I would watch it with her all the time, and she always called it her soap opera, and I loved watching it with her. And then we went to an APW show, and that was the first wrestling show I had ever gone to, and I instantly fell in love with it.
Wow. Now tell me about the experiences and actually the difference between you watching on TV and then you being at a house at a regular independent show, because this is a totally different experience.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I definitely feel the adrenaline that you would, have during the show. You get the adrenaline, and it's like I'm on top of the world.
It's pumping, yeah, and the
Yeah.
interaction between the wrestlers up close and let's say a WWE or AEW event is totally different. So
Yeah.
more of a connection you can say that you have with everybody there. So tell me, who were your favorites watching on TV, and then in the independent scene when you started going?
Well, I had only been to like one APW show before like I decided I wanted to do this, but I had waited a few months before I was like, I'm gonna do this. But right now I really like Rhea Ripley. Like
Okay.
she's my favorite right now. Let's see.
What about at the APW show? Who's your
Well, at the APW show that I went to, I mean, I was in love with Nyx because I was like, I didn't know like there would be a woman wrestling here. And it's like, oh my gosh.
right?
But we have our feud going.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go off with what made you decide to actually become a professional wrestler, and then where did you go train, and who are your trainer or trainers during your initial training?
Well, so after that first show, like during intermission, I went up and I knew one of the wrestlers. Like I grew up knowing this person.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna name him by name, but I went up to his table and I started talking to him about like how to get into it and like what I would need to do.
Right.
And he's like, we have training Sunday and Thursday. If you want to come up and watch, you're more than welcome to. And I went up and I had a few friends go with me because they wanted to do it as well. And here I am about 2.5, almost 3 years later, and I'm the only one that stayed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good deal. Now tell me about your first professional match. Who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts during your first match?
My first opponent was Nyx, and this was
Oh.
it was at a show in Cherry Valley.
Mhm.
And I had so much adrenaline, I didn't know what to do with it. But looked out in the crowd and I saw my mom and I was like, "Don't cry." Don't do it. Because I was like, she didn't know it was gonna be my first match.
Okay, all right.
She was a little iffy about me, originally starting this. It's like, I hope you know what you're doing. It's like, yeah, I got this.
All right. So what was your thoughts being in front of a live crowd now that you're actually a professional wrestler in your first match?
It was scary. Like I used to not be so great in front of crowds, and then I joined APW and I started doing this, and it's like, oh, just, do your thing, interact with the crowd, you know.
Okay. Hold on a sec. Oh, hi, Natalie.
But it's a different thing because I'm not used to, big crowds.
Now, I want to talk about this since you mentioned APW. We got next Saturday, actually, is the Smitty Memorial Show, the first annual Smitty Memorial Show. What are your thoughts going into this memorial show?
I'm excited for it. There's a big card. I think we have 10 matches. I think.
Right, huge.
It's a big card.
Yeah, now I see Prince Ahmed is there.
Oh yeah.
Savage, the Twins of Salem, yourself, obviously, Austin Rathchild. I think that's Storm in the back. It looks like him. Who else?
I think so.
Nyx.
Yeah.
Nyx is there herself. Man, so tell me about your feud with Nyx before we go into the next topic. How
Ooh.
has that been going?
Um, yeah, it's been going on for years. Since I started, it's really started in Cherry Valley where I had my first match. Um, yeah, that's just.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to say about that, but we got our whole thing going, and it's been rough.
What do you think has been the most memorable moment of your feud with her?
Ooh,
'Cause I'm sure something's sticking out from that time that you've been wrestling with her.
ooh, that's a tough one. I
That is a
think
tough.
the
I don't
most
think I've ever asked that.
memorable was the night that I teamed up with Austin,
Okay.
because as you know from him being on your podcast,
Right.
last week, he's
Yes.
my husband.
Right. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Wrestling does bring people together. Just
yeah, it definitely does.
All right, let's go into excuse me, I'm still battling this bronchitis. Let's go into wrestler you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled yet and why. And you can name more than one. We'll
Mm,
stick to the independent scene for now.
one that I want to wrestle. Um, hmm, that's a good question. I haven't really thought about it. Um, well, I know Austin said he wanted to wrestle me.
He did. He did want to wrestle you.
I feel like that would be a good match.
Okay, all right. That might cause some family tension in the household, but okay, all right.
It'll be all right when we get home.
Hold on. Serena says, if you could bring any female or females to bring into APW, who would you choose? Kind of the same thing, but go ahead.
Well, we've had a few come to APW. I would like to have Just Jody come back.
Just Jody. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
I got a bone to pick with her.
Uh-oh. What's the bone that you got to pick with Jody?
She cheated.
Oh, she cheated? Oh, no.
Her.
Right, Betty? Oh, no, she cheated. Oh, man, that Jody. I thought
They
she was
cheated.
nice.
I got a little bit of revenge, but I like to have her come back.
Okay. What about Maddie, the American baddie?
Oh, she was my teammate.
Oh, she was your teammate? Okay.
Yeah, we had a women's tag match, and it was me and Maddie versus Nyx and Just Jody. Yeah, I had some wardrobe issues with that match.
Oh, no. So how did they cheat to win?
Well, the match where they cheated, Nyx came out and she, grabbed my attention, and our thing that we got going, I wanted her out of there, and Just Jody came up behind me and rolled me up.
Okay. Oh, that Jody. We're going to have a talk with her later on. Let's go into someone you want to wrestle who's on the big stage.
On the big stage.
Yes.
As much as it scares me, and I would be so starstruck, I would love to be in a match with Rhea Ripley.
What is it that scares you the most about it? Because she's Rhea Ripley?
She's big.
She is really
Like,
big. Jack.
I'm small. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm very short.
Uh-huh.
So I would be like,
like, okay.
yeah.
Wow. All right. Tell me about a match that you want to be in that you haven't been in yet. What type of gimmick match would this be and why?
This is also one I've never really thought about, because I've done a lot of like just singles and mixed tags, but I kind of want to do like a table match.
That would be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who would you choose as your opponent?
Ooh.
That might be a tough one. Is it Austin? Yikes! Hi, Austin. I know he's on the side because I can see you looking at him.
Yeah, it'd probably be Austin or Tommy Too Good.
Tommy Too Good. Yes, yes. Who will be rejoining me on Tuesday.
Hmm.
All right. Serena wants to know, what company do you see best fit for you? AEW, WWE, TNA. I'm going to add NWA.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm happy with APW.
Okay. Usually, someone wants to get signed, but okay.
I mean, yeah, if I get there, I get there. But if I don't, I'm
You're happy where you are.
I'm happy with APW. That's my home.
Austin. Awesome. I said Austin. I meant to say Austin. Natalie wants to know, I would do Ricky Kennedy on a tables match.
Ooh.
Ooh. Thank you, Natalie, for stating that. All right. What has been your toughest match to date? Why was it so difficult to have this match?
Ooh. I think it was like early on. It was the best 2 out of 3 match that I had with Nyx.
Okay. Was it difficult because it was the best out of 2 and 3?
Yeah, it was 2 out of 3 back to back to back. I was like, I'm tired. And that was also the same night that I had joined the Unholy Alliance.
Oh, tell me, because I don't know about this. Tell me about the Unholy Alliance.
Well, I'm no longer with them because I took my leave from them. But yeah, they came out with that best 2 out of 3 match, and I guess you could say they helped me a little bit. But pretty much I'm the reason that they kept their tag belts, and I was tired of getting used. So I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I left.
All right. Kick him to the curb. Serena says, I think Ricky and Tails match would definitely be money.
Ooh.
Okay. Natalie agrees. Oh, you were the manager of the Unholy Alliance?
Yes, I was.
Who was in this group? I want to know who was in the group.
It was me, the Reaper, and it was the Midnight Rooster, and then it changed to Baba Yaga, or is it Baba Yaga?
Uh-huh.
One of those two, but yeah, he's technically the new member.
Now tell me about traveling. Where would you like to go wrestle, in what state, and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think I've only been in Arkansas and Mississippi. I think that's the only places I've actually been to wrestle.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'd like to go to like maybe California, Missouri, maybe.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you, there's multiple independent promotions out there. Which independent promotion would you like to wrestle for that you haven't been there yet?
Ooh. I'm trying to think of one.
Come on, Austin. Throw some suggestions. I know you're there.
I actually have one in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
October 12th. It'll be my first time being there. What's the
Sleazy E Promotion?
Sleazy E Promotions.
Oh, see, yeah, Austin told me about that one.
Mm-hmm. He had a show just yesterday, and I was there, and he's like, "Hey, I want you to come and work a show for me."
Any idea who your opponent could be?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
But I'm up for just about anybody, so we'll see.
Who's normally in that promotion?
I don't know.
Austin, throw out the names, buddy.
Ooh.
You come over here?
Yeah.
You might as well come on, Austin.
These are new faces even for me.
Okay.
There's a few of them I've learned, and some of them that I met just yesterday. But they see how I work. I've seen how they work. There's that mutual respect between us. But other than Sleazy E, of course I knew him from last year worked there. But one of the faces that's on that flyer for that show is Walker Hayes, and I've known him for quite a few years. But they're not all strangers, but there is definitely a bunch of new people that we haven't met.
That's awesome because new faces is new matches that you get to experience, both of you.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna let you get back to your podcast.
Sarita's bye, Austin. Sarita's throwing out some suggestions: EPW, TIWF, WWP, TNR, and NYWC. That's out here in New York.
Okay.
Right. Some promotions you can talk to. All right, let's talk about overseas. If you can go to one country to wrestle or train, which country would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Did he say Mexico?
He said he didn't have an answer for that one.
Oh.
But probably for him it would be Mexico.
Okay. What about
Honestly,
for yourself?
probably Mexico for me. Like, I want to see how they do the lucha stuff. I think that would be pretty cool.
The lucha libre style?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I can see you in Mexico hanging out. Just don't go like to the towns by yourself, at least. All right, let's go.
Like,
Austin's like, yeah, no, don't, and don't drink the water. Only bottled water. Yikes. All right. What does Serena say? Walker 13 is a powerhouse. Yes, that he is 100%. All right. Let's talk about some of your favorite stuff to eat. What is some of your favorite foods and some of your favorite hobbies?
Ooh, favorite foods. I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat just about anything, but it's mostly like pizza and burgers. That's my go-to. And
burgers. Okay.
Chicken nuggets.
Now you gotta have New York pizza because it's nothing like New York pizza. So we'll recommend.
Austin's over here laughing at me because I said chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets are good. I had some chicken tenders from when I was in St. Louis. I forgot the name of the place. Red something. It's really good chicken tenders. It's probably the best I've ever had in my life. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. All right. Now burgers. Where is your favorite spot to eat burgers?
Ooh, there is a place in Wynn and Marion. It's called Tacker's Shake Shack, and they have really good burgers. That is my go-to place.
I'm gonna have to go and try that one day whenever I go out on my tour, I guess. All right, let's go into hobbies. What kind of hobbies are you into?
So, I'm a really crafty person, so I do just about anything I can find on YouTube. So it's like crochet, and sublimation is a new one. So I'm trying to make like t-shirts and stuff.
Awesome.
So
good stuff. Are you gonna design all your merch?
I'm working on it, but as of right now, I've got these Smitty headbands or bandanas.
Oh, wow.
And we'll have them sold at the show October 5th.
And I want one of those.
There's not a whole lot going to be made, so you get them while you can.
Can you save me one, and I'll send you the money and just mail it to me?
Sure, I can do that.
Awesome, Serena. Get the information. Appreciate it. Hold on a sec. Natalie asks, "Who is Rosa's top 5 APW wrestlers?"
Ooh, top 5.
Top 5 APW wrestlers.
Well, I'm gonna have to put my trainers at the top. Ricky Kennedy and Buck Skinner. I gotta put them at top because they trained me.
That's 1 and 2.
This isn't in any particular order, but quit looking at me.
Austin's like, I better be number 3.
He's over just like. I will say Floyd. He's definitely one of the top ones.
Okay. That's 3.
He's over here. Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Let's see, one more. I'm not gonna put myself in there because that's just rude. Someone other than me.
one more person. We're gonna help you out a little bit. We're gonna put up the flyer so you can see who's there. Interesting.
I'm gonna put Tommy Too Good up there too.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. There was a question for you over here. Oh, Natalie wants one of those bands. She'll be at the show though.
Well, I'm not gonna be out there selling them, and I have someone selling for me. So get out there while you can.
Get out there early.
Yeah, you got to get out there early because there's not gonna be a whole lot of them. I think I've got maybe 30. So get them while you can.
No, you have 29 because one's for me. So 29 only for sale. Let everybody know how much you're gonna be selling them for too. So
Austin's over here saying $100.
100.
I ain't selling them for that much. Jeez.
Damn, that's inflation.
I don't know, probably like what, 10 maybe?
Okay. You hear that? $10. So make sure you get your bands. Definitely worth that price. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Last question, Rosa. Where do you see yourself by the end of the that's too close. Let's say 6 months from now.
Well, I'm hoping I got some gold around my waist.
Okay. Which is there any particular belt that you want to add to your collection? Which championship?
Well, I know Nick's got that nice workhorse belt.
Whoa. You hear that, Nix? You better watch out, Nix. Natalie says, who's your favorite woman and man in WWE and AEW? I think we answered Rhea Ripley, but let's say some of the men out there.
Ooh. Well, I gotta go with Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Terror Twins.
The Terror Twins.
Love them.
All right, Natalie, your question is answered. And sorry, Serena, you're too slow for the taking. This mini band is mine. Sorry. All right, Rosa. Thank you for coming on the podcast. It was a pleasure talking. You got to come back as your journey continues in professional wrestling.
Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely try and come back.
And then make sure that anywhere between now and 6 months, you put Austin through that tables match.
I'm hoping.
Appreciate you coming on. All right. Let everybody know where they can follow you and all that good stuff.
You can follow me on Facebook under Rosa Azulita. That's pretty much all I've got for my Rosa. I got some other ones, but I can't remember them at the moment.
I'm trying to find you. I don't see you in here. I see someone from Mexico, though. I don't know if that's a sign you should go to Mexico, though. Do me a favor. Follow me, and then I'll follow you back.
I will.
All right. As for me, I want to thank a couple of my friends. First off, Celebrity Boxing. Make sure you follow Celebrity Boxing. They had a big event last night, and there's more events coming up, so follow them for your celebrity boxing needs. They're a great promotion, and I've become really close with some of the people over there, so please follow them. Follow my man over here, Coach David over here at DNS Wrestling Collectibles. If you're looking for good wrestling collectibles, just ask for Coach David. And get in touch with him. Email him at coachdavid73@aol.com. He's got signed figures. He's got rare figures. He's got signed pictures, including a Tiffany Stratton I wanted to get. But next time I see him, I'll have to pick that up. So make sure you check them out. Of course, there's the Smitty Memorial coming up next week. Personal stuff here for me, because Smitty was part of our Beyond the Barricade family, and he was loved very much by all. And this is a truly important memorial, so make sure you go support this memorial. It's very important to all of us. Up now is on papadank.com. You can check out my newest vlog, Gorilla Dank. As you can see, I'm talking to Jocko in the background. I don't know what he's doing. And John Blaine is there with me. I'll be returning to Big Event. My guests so far, Tiffany Avatar BJ Savage, Frankie Picard, the one and only Brittany Brooks coming back to the Northeast for a big event, and one more to be announced soon. So make sure you go to Big Event and get your tickets, and then stop by the papadank.com table. And there it is. I'll be at Savage Intentions coming up on Saturday, October 12th, as BJ Savage takes on Jocko. It's going to be personal match for the two brothers over there. Coming up next this week is two legitimate right there. Justin Daniels and Tommy Too Good, legitimately too good, coming back at you this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And then Ray Ivy from Wrestling is Pride will be joining me Wednesday at 8:30. The authentic Ray Ivy. And that's what we got lined up so far. After that, I should be at Bree Combination Wrestling as they are teaming up with NWA Exodus right here at the Mecca, New Jersey. And that main event will be Anthony Gangoa taking on the one and only Darius Carter on Sunday, October 20th. Make sure you get your tickets for that event. Go to Bree Combination Wrestling. Man, I'm gonna have to take like something. I have been talking for a long time today. Oh, we got comments in here. Hold on. Serena says, thank you for coming on the podcast. Betty says she enjoyed the podcast. Thank you, Betty. Appreciate you, Betty. 100%. Appreciate everybody who follows Papa Dank. Make sure you go to papadank.com. Show the website some love. You can click on all my stuff. My Pro Wrestling Tee stores there. Get your Papa Dank t-shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees. And, anybody wants to reach out to Papa Dank and, have him come to your event, you can email me from there too. Thank you to all. Thank you, Betty. All right, everybody. Have a good night.